What if the difference between feeling depleted and feeling alive was sitting in your kitchen right now? Not in a pill bottle, not in some complicated protocol, but in a simple ingredient you can add to your morning routine. I'm Dr. Rachel Morgan, and if you've been following along, you know I focus on the small changes that create massive shifts, especially for men over 50. Today, we're talking about your morning tea, but not the tea itself, what you're adding to it, or more accurately, what you're not adding. That could be changing everything. Here's what caught my attention and why this video has the title it does. The results from this 1 teaspoon addition can be so noticeable that your partner starts asking questions. Where's this energy coming from? What's different about you? Some men even tell me their wives jokingly ask them to ease up because suddenly they're the ones struggling to keep pace. I'm talking about one concentrated ingredient added to your warm morning drink. That targets the core issues men face after 50: declining energy, hormonal flatness, lagging drive. And I'm not giving you just one option. I'm sharing three powerful choices, each one addressing a different aspect of vitality, from hormonal balance to all day stamina. So grab your favorite mug. And let's talk about the secret that could have your partner wondering what's gotten into you. But first, we need to understand where most men actually start their day. Even men who exercise regularly, who try to eat well, still wake up in a state of quiet deficit. This isn't your fault. It's biology meeting modern life. When you wake up, your cortisol is naturally high. That's normal. It's what gets you moving. But here's the catch. If your sleep was poor, or if you're carrying chronic stress from work, money, or relationships, that cortisol doesn't come back down. It stays elevated. And high cortisol suppresses testosterone, drains your energy before your day even begins. On top of that, your digestive system has been dormant all night. Your metabolism needs a signal to wake up. And what do most men do? They reach for coffee, which gives a harsh spike. That can stress your system even more. Or they sip plain tea, which feels nice, but doesn't really do much beyond hydration. What you actually need is an intentional start, a ritual that gives you three things. One, hormonal support, something that balances that morning cortisol and helps your body produce the hormones you need. Two, metabolic activation, an ingredient that tells your body to burn fat, stabilize blood sugar, and use energy efficiently. Three, sustained energy, not jittery caffeine highs and crashes, but clean, steady stamina that carries you through the entire day. The three solutions I'm about to share do exactly that, with just 1 teaspoon. Let's start with the first option. If your goal is to reignite drive, lift your mood, and shake off that flat, unmotivated feeling, your answer might be maca root powder. Maca comes from the high Andes Mountains of Peru, where only the toughest plants can survive. It's been used for thousands of years as a natural energizer and fertility enhancer, and it's classified as an adaptogen, a plant that helps your body handle stress. Here's why maca works so well for men. It doesn't contain hormones, but it acts on your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. That's the control center in your brain for stress and hormone production. By stabilizing your stress response, maca helps your body produce and use its own testosterone and DHEA more effectively. But what men notice most? A significant lift in libido and sexual desire. Maca acts as a natural aphrodisiac without the jittery side effects you'd get from stimulants. I recommend gelatinized maca powder. That's the cooked form. It's easier to digest than raw. You take 1 level teaspoon, stir it into your warm tea, any kind of tea, and drink. It has a slightly earthy flavor, almost like butterscotch. That actually blends really well. The effect builds over time, usually a week or two of consistent use. But once it kicks in, men report waking up with more energy, clearer thinking, and yes, that youthful spark coming back. This is the ingredient that often leads to partners asking, what's changed? Because the shift shows up in your mood, your energy, and your readiness for intimacy. Now, the second option, if your main struggle is stress, anxiety, poor sleep, or just feeling like you can't bounce back anymore. Your solution is ashwagandha root powder. Ashwagandha is an ancient Ayurvedic herb known as a rejuvenator. Its name roughly translates to strength of a horse. And it's another powerful adaptogen. But its focus is different. While maca energizes and drives, ashwagandha calms and balances. It directly lowers chronically elevated cortisol. And here's why that matters. When you're constantly stressed, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, your nervous system is always in fight or flight mode. That burns through your energy, blocks hormone production, and prevents your body from recovering. Taking 1 teaspoon of high-quality ashwagandha in your morning tea smooths out that harsh cortisol spike. It doesn't sedate you. It makes you more resilient to stress. Think of it like adding shock absorbers to your nervous system. For men, this creates massive benefits. Lower cortisol means better mood, less anxiety, and clearer thinking under pressure. And over time, keeping cortisol in check creates the perfect environment for your body to maintain healthy testosterone levels. It stops wasting energy on stress and redirects it toward muscle maintenance, recovery, and peak performance. The only downside? Ashwagandha can taste bitter. I recommend mixing it into a strong flavored tea, like ginger or turmeric, and adding a bit of honey or maple syrup to balance the flavor. Now, the third option. If your issue isn't hormones or stress, but metabolism, that slow weight gain around your middle, energy crashes in the afternoon, and constant cravings, your answer is cinnamon, specifically Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon. It's better for daily use than cassia cinnamon because it has lower coumarin levels. Cinnamon is a metabolic powerhouse. Its main benefit? It dramatically improves your body's insulin sensitivity. Insulin is the hormone that moves blood sugar into your cells for energy. As men age, especially with belly fat, they often develop insulin resistance. Your cells stop responding to insulin, blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, and excess sugar gets stored as fat, especially around your gut. Adding 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your morning tea stabilizes your blood sugar from the start. It helps your cells respond to insulin properly. The benefits stack over time. Better blood sugar control means sustained energy. No more peaks and valleys, just smooth, steady fuel all day. Reduced cravings. When your blood sugar is stable, those mid-morning and mid-afternoon sugar cravings disappear, and weight management becomes easier because your body can access stored fat for fuel instead of constantly storing more. The best part? Cinnamon tastes great. It blends perfectly into black tea, chai, or even warm water with lemon. It's medicine that actually feels like a treat, and it starts addressing the metabolic issues that drain energy in men over 50 from the very first sip. The reason these simple hacks work so well isn't just the ingredient, it's the ritual. By choosing to add this one intentional ingredient to your morning, you're taking a proactive step toward your health before the day even starts. That creates a sense of control, discipline, and self-care that's often missing in a busy life. And here's the key. Your body responds best to consistency, not intensity. You don't need a massive overhaul. You need a gentle daily nudge. Try cycling these based on what you need. If you're stressed or burned out, use ashwagandha. If your mood and drive are low, use maca. If you're focused on metabolism and weight, use cinnamon. Pick one. Commit to it for 3 full weeks. And notice the shift. You'll feel it. More calm, more energy, more vitality. And when your partner notices, when they see that confident energy returning, and they start asking what your secret is, or jokingly tell you to slow down, you'll know the magic is in that single intentional teaspoon. Thank you for watching. If this helped, hit like, subscribe for more practical health tips, and share this with someone who needs a spark in their morning. Drop a comment telling me which option you're trying first. I'm Dr. Rachel Morgan. I'll see you next time.